Today we're installing a TS Stryker on our 2014 Dodge 2500 with Cummins. This is part number 1290307. This fits the 2013 to 2014 automatic Dodge pickup trucks. First step in our installation is we're going to go ahead and remove the battery cables. The passenger side battery, we've already got it off. It's an 8 metric to remove those. The driver side battery is going to be a 10 metric. There are two injector harness connectors for the TS Stryker. One for the front injector harness and one for the rear injector harness. These clips, I'm going to kind of show you outside of the truck how these are made. The injector harness plugs into the valve cover. The female side of it is actually going to be the valve cover, sending the electrical signal to the injectors themselves. Now, these connectors, and you can tell out here, even outside the truck, they're bare to get sealed. The way the 2013, 2014 trucks are now, there's a styrofoam isolator around the injection line, so it makes it a little bit harder to get to. To trip this, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a screwdriver, and I'm very gently just going to push my screwdriver in here and disengage the lock. When I disengage the lock, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the male end of the receptacle, the male end of the connection, and I'm just going to work it back and forth to disengage it. So I'm going to show you on the truck, on the front harness, how that's going to work. We're going to go ahead and start with our front connector. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take my flat blade screwdriver and I'm very gently going to stick it down in the lock here, and I'm going to push it towards the valve cover to disengage the lock. And once the lock is disengaged, I'm going to grab my harness, or grab the wire, the connector. I'm simply going to work it back and forth. Check my progress here. Okay, good. That's got us disengaged from the valve cover. Now you want to do the same thing on the rear for the rear harness. Your harness will be marked front and rear. Our front of the harness is going to go to the front of the motor. So we're going to take the male end of the harness, of our factory harness, and we're going to engage it to the female harness supplied to us, female end of the harness supplied to us from TS Performance. Then we're just going to take the male end and push it right into the valve cover connector. And be careful with this. Make sure that you do not bend any connectors. So once you get engaged, just push it till it clicks. Same thing on the rear. Push this till it clicks. All right, now we'll go with our male end going to the valve cover. And I'll push it until it clicks as well. Now, with our injector harness connected, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to make our power connection while our battery cables are unhooked. So what I did was I just disconnected the quick connect here from the harness to give me room to be able to work. I'm going to put everything on the driver's side of the engine here on this side of the harness, and I'm going to connect it to these two top studs here. We're going to attach our harness to the two 13 metric studs on top of the stock battery harness. So to our positive side here. And now the negative side. Next, we're going to be installing our Stryker module. Our Stryker module can only go in one, or the harness can only connect to the Stryker module itself one way. The bolt that holds the wiring harness into the top of it is a 1/4 inch. What we're going to do is we're just going to tighten the bolt down. The harness will engage. Tighten it till it's snug, and you've got it. There's actually a place for us to put the module right here beside of the driver's side battery. We're just going to push it down in there and it'll snug down. Really nice fit. Then you'll want to connect your power harness, or the power side of the connector from the Stryker harness. Go ahead and hook that up. Okay. Now before we clean up our wiring and zip tie everything up, we're going to go ahead and hook our batteries back up. So remember, 10 metric on the driver's side, 8 metric on the passenger side. Okay, now we want to start our truck up. Make sure we have no codes. There should be no check engine lights when you start the vehicle. If you start the truck and you do have a check engine light, you've got something that's not hooked up correctly, or you've got a problem with your module. You want to stop right there, reconsult your installation manual, or give us a call. Good to go. No check engine lights. We'll take it for a drive and see how it responds. First impression driving the truck's got awesome throttle response. We're at 55 miles an hour now, just a short order here. Truck's got really great throttle response. Doesn't have too much of a timing rattle, and a lot of times a duration box like this has got a little bit more injector clatter. It's not very noticeable. It's a little bit cooler today. It's about 50 degrees today, so not very noticeable at all. Just throttle response right off throttle. It's really, really peppy. It responds very well. I think my initial impression of the truck driving it, bone stock to now, it does feel like a solid 100 horsepower for sure. Definitely. Throttle responses, don't mean to say that over and over, but the throttle response is a lot better. So that concludes our installation video of our TS Stryker on this 2014 Dodge. If you have a question on this installation or any other installation, just give us a call. Thank you.